This is Prowler671 coming at you with a video haul. I plan to make this a short one. A little tired. Spent first part of the morning volunteering as a safety paddler at a triathlon, so being out in that hot sun just sapped all the energy out of me. So like I said, I'll try to make this short. Wanted to share with you some of the books that I picked up from various sources. The first set of books I picked up at a local antique store, and the first up here is Marvel's Greatest Comics, number 93. This is a reprint of FF113, and the only reason why I picked this up is because of the 15 pence price tag. No, try saying that 15 times. 15 pence price tag. Rarely do I see a UK price comic book out there, so I saw this and decided to just go and get this. Next up is House of Secrets number 145. Like the cover in this one, I went ahead and picked this one up too. Next is Pacific Comics number 1 issue, or first issue of Skate Man, and this is a book done by Neil Adams. So anytime I'm able to pick up Neil Adams art on the cheap, I'll go ahead and do that. Up next is Marvel Age number 38, and this is He-Man's first appearance in the Marvel Universe. I was able to get this. I think I paid $1 for this one. And then last of the antique store books is Ace Comics number 60. As you can see, this has some issues here. This actually came with a pretty bad spine roll that I was able to actually fix with like 4 pieces of backing board, clothespin, and some binder clips, and 72 hours. And it looks pretty good now, so I was able to eliminate that spine roll, as you can see. Next set of books I picked up when I was in Knoxville last weekend. Did not even have the time to rebag and board these, so here we go. First up is Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane number 135, a bondage comic book issue here. House of Mystery number 237, love the artwork on this one. And first issue of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I was able to pick up Edge of Venomverse number 1. And this is the first of the variant covers. I think this is the original cover. Glad to have found this one. I can't get the first series of Man-Thing number 1, but I was able to find the first issue of the second series of Man-Thing. As you can see, these are the actual prices that I paid for them. So I got that for $5. Next up is Fury number 1. Why not? For $1, sure. This one, I was glad I was able to find this one. I remember as a kid buying this off the rack for 25 cents in my original comic book collection, so I lost that one, so I was able to find this one for $5. It's probably a mid-grade book, so I'm going to try to slowly rebuild my original set of comic books that I had when I was a kid. I understand it's a slow and tedious process. And continuing with the Knoxville books, here's Dennis the Menace number 1 from Marvel Comics. From Image, Angela number 1. And to add to my Facebook collection is The Goo number 34. I just love this comment here. Sparkly vampires, are you freaking shitting me? Of course, you know, that to go in censor that piece, but we all know what that says. This is just awesome. Next up is Creatures from Image Comics. Can't even see what the number is. My eyes are just pretty bad, even up close. But the reason why I picked this up is the cover was done by Frank Frazetta. Next up is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 365, the 30th anniversary. So I believe this is the last of the 30th anniversary covers that I have now. So I have all 4 of them. This is the black cover. And next is Omega number 5. Only reason I picked this up is I just love that cover. And then continuing with the Knoxville books, this should be the last of them, is Wonder Woman 173, cover by Adam Hughes. And issue number 493, The Uncanny X-Men, The Messiah Complex. I'm not sure why I picked this up, but I think I remember reading or seeing a video that talked about this little kid. So I went ahead and got it just in case it's a notable book. Next up to add to my Spawn run is picked up issue number 3 of Spawn. Number 3 of 5 of World War Hulk. And I've seen this in videos. It's Weapon H number 2. So for $2, sure, I went ahead and got this one. And then the next one up is Batman 310. I believe I read somewhere that this is the first appearance of the Modern Gentleman Ghost. So if I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me. Next up is Batman 450. I'm not sure how I got this book. I think I may be confusing this with another Batman book with a Joker on the cover, but I got it just in case for $2.50 short. And then the last of the Knoxville book is Batman 688, and this one I'll be adding to my Facebook collection. And then the last set of books I just got in the mail today, so I have not had a chance to go look through each of them. So this is the first time I'm seeing them after I pull them out of the mailer. So first up is Prowler number 1. This will be going to my Facebook collection. Gotta have the Prowler. Next is the Justice Inc. The Avenger. This is the second series. I do have the number 1 issue for the first series, also done by Joe Kubert. And this one was done by it says Kubert here, but one of it is actually done by him too. I gotta check. But now I got both number 1s from both of the series. Next is a one-shot. This is Firestar. This will be going to my Facebook collection. I just love that rendering of Firestar. And then another Facebook comic book that will be going into my collection is The Incredible Hulk 379. Just love that badass, mean, gritty look. Next up is Incredible Hulk 291. I'm not sure why I got this. I wonder if it has something to do with the general pointing the weapon to his head. Could be. Not sure. I think because of that, it doesn't have a comic code. So maybe that's why I got it, because this is one of those comic books that doesn't have a comic code on it. So interesting. And then this one, again, this is the Incredible Hulk 308. Not sure why I got this. Must have read something about it. That's why I picked it up. I just can't remember. And then next is Marvel Age 13. I remember, I think, seeing some of the videos talking about Dreadstar possibly coming up in a movie. So this is Dreadstar's first appearance in comics. And then the last book I have is DC Presents. It's a Superman and Robin the Teen Wonder and the Elongated Man. not a valuable book. It's just that this cover was drawn by Gil Kane, and I love his work. Well, there you have it. That is my short haul, hopefully, of all the books that I picked up over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, but before I leave, I just want to give a shout out to Kim in Knoxville. Hope you're feeling better. So with that, that's all I have. Wish you all happy hunting, and this is Prowler671 out.